Thank you very much indeed. And now for the Green Group, Mr. Tremopulos has 3 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I think it's very interesting to hear Greeks talking about this serious subject, although it affects the whole of southern Europe. Regularly, enormous forest fires destroy very large areas of land and reduce biodiversity, reduce the possibility of regional development in given areas. Forest fires, as we've seen recently in Greece, are really due to the fact that forestry policies are lacking, are defective, and more pressure is brought to bear day by day on the forested areas, so that the level of protection of forestry is declining all the time. So there's pressure to change the use of the land area, and again, unlimited speculative activity which takes place. Often alibis are created to try and mask this fact, but I think it is important that more is done to deal with prevention of fires and to tackle the risks at European level with properly coordinated and cooperative work. So seen in that context, I think we need to ensure that we do have a common policy for forestry that will work, that can be implemented, and also ensure that we do away with the confusion that exists in people's minds about tackling risks and about prevention of fires. So it's important that we adopt a viable approach in trying to develop such a policy. It's important that we have proper reforestation measures applied. Scientific studies have been produced on the subject, and I think we need to ensure that within member states we don't have a government policy concentrating more on housing and building on land which was originally forested land. We need again to recognise that the approach in the past has not been a satisfactory one in any way. So we need to have proper approach to the need to defend and support biodiversity, and deal with this both at national and at regional and local level, involving the general public, people who live on the land, and developing new green jobs so that this will help the forestry services with volunteers who can also tackle the problem. So we need to be far more effective in developing mechanisms to tackle natural disasters. We need, apart from what Commissioner Dimas has referred to, we need to ensure that the conclusions of the Barnier report are properly implemented as well. A resolution being tabled in the European Parliament, I hope, will move a little in that direction so that we have a greater cooperation between different member states to tackle the problem of natural disasters, and also a more effective use of European Union funding for that, because I think we owe it to our children.
Herzlichen Dank.
Thank you very much. The next speaker is Mr. Chountis for the Confederal Group of the European United Left, and you have 1.5 minutes, and I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Thank you, Madam President. My country, Greece,